Hey, what's up, people? Look, I'm at who's this? I'm at Red Jenkins Auto Service in Glen Allen off of Brook Road. Caution walkers, carpets, and the exterior beside the fence being placed in between the Waffle House. Brought my ex-car up here last Monday for inspection. They failed it for rack and pinion leaking. Took it somewhere. I knew the rack and pinion wasn't leaking. I didn't argue with him. I knew the rack and pinion wasn't leaking because we had never had to put power steering in the fluid in that car since she had it. That car is an 05. It's an older Mac Sentra, but the most cleanest Sentra you ever seen in your life. Underneath, top and bottom, no oil leak, no water leaks, no nothing. So I'm about to go in here now. I'm gonna have my phone in my pocket, so you're not gonna see no video. But I'm going. I'm gonna try not to argue with them. I'm gonna try not to go to jail in here. But I'm gonna question their judgment on this. Stay tuned. See how this goes. Hold on, right in there. Good morning. Hey, my fiance brought a Sentra up here for inspection. It failed for a rack and pinion last Monday, and it didn't need a rack. We took it somewhere else to get it fixed and get inspection. The guy said it's not leaking. I mean, what about the $20 she paid for the rejection?
What now?
It got rejected for a rack and pinion, but it didn't need one. Yeah, but you told her she needed a rack. The mechanic said it needed a rack and pinion. It didn't. She said it was leaking. I thought about it. I didn't question you when I was here because we never had to put power steering fluid in the car. I work on a car. We never had to put a drop of power steering fluid since she had it. But she was told she needed a rack and pinion.
That was unnecessarily confusing. I think I got caught up in the poetry right now.
How you doing, man? You're liars, man.
Social media posts, lots of protests.
You're gonna get somebody.
She's the wrong kind of activist, but she could have branched out. Or Daisy could have friends.
So he tells his girlfriend what he's working on, and then she turns around and tells people she knows will take issue with it.
And the next thing you know, you're dead on the floor of the bookstore bathroom. I guess that's better than being dead on the floor of the Burger King bathroom, right? No?
Do we know where Daisy is now? Alright, the mechanic just told me that the reservoir was empty.
It wasn't empty. I checked out the fluid before I bought.
The place that you took the vehicle?
I took it.
State inspection station?
Yes, sir. But I took it. I live right around the corner of Mount Olive.
Okay.
Before she bought the car here, I went through all the fluids. Before I went through the lights, I went through the fluids. I checked the brakes.
It was empty.
So it got empty from my house to here.
That I don't know. But we'll be glad to re-inspect it.
But she already got it done. But my question is, from around the corner, from Mount Olive Church right here to here, you're telling me the reservoir was empty when I checked everything before she bought it here.
All I'm saying is that the state inspector looked at it and saw that the reservoir.
But you told me the rack was leaking.
Well, if you don't have fluid in the reservoir.
It could be a hose busted. It could be a hole, but somewhere doesn't mean a rack. I'm now hanging out a rack and pinion though.
All right, so it wasn't the rack, so it could have been a hose.
But you said it was a rack.
Was it a hose?
No, it was nothing leaking. When we took it to the mechanic, everything was fine. She drove it from here to another mechanic the same day, got it inspected, and nothing was wrong with the car. And honestly, she lived in her driveway, it's concrete white on a hill. I went under her car to tighten a belt up. The cleanest, the man said he went to buy the car. It's the cleanest Sentra he ever seen. No water, no leaks, no oil leaks, no nothing in the car. For 05, because the car's in immaculate condition. Garage kept. So, which means somebody lying. I ain't got no reason to lie. I don't got no nickel in this corner.
I mean, reason to lie.
But,
I mean, there's no reason to lie. I mean, the thing about it was if he looked at it and saw it leaking.
So you put power steering fluid, didn't charge her for it.
Pardon?
You put power steering fluid and charge her for it. But the rack opinion was, so the rack was, so you telling me a quarter of a mile or less, the power steering would leak out that fast, from around the corner to here.
I don't know what the situation was when you brought it in.
It was fine. I'm telling you, because I checked all the fluids that morning before we dropped it off. I checked all the fluid. I checked the transmission fluid. I even checked to make sure the battery tied there, because Randy's always checked the battery tied. I checked everything on that car. Everything. There was no, from that corner, you trying to tell me from around the corner to here, it leaked power steering fluid, but yet she drove to the south side.
It was leaking.
Huh?
I don't know how bad it was.
It wasn't leaking at all. I had the car for a year, we never had to put fluids in it. Never even had to top them off. Somebody lying.
Sir, no one's lying.
Nobody lying, huh? My gosh. Man, be careful here. $900 she would have paid.
What?
They told her she needed a rack opinion, she didn't need it. $900.
Yeah, I'll have to say something to my husband about it.
$900. If she had paid it. I live around the corner. I checked all the fluids right around the corner. Like I could walk here, and she tried to tell me the reservoir was empty that fast. She lying. Then she told one lie after the next. At first she said a rack leaking. Then she said the reservoir was empty. It could be a hose, pump, anything. It wasn't. They changed the seat. Sir?
He's going to go out and talk to you.
Okay. They just don't, That's why I didn't want to debate. I work on I'm a mechanic. I work on a car, and nothing was leaking. I understand your situation because you didn't work on it. He did. It's his word against, It's his word against. You're not the mechanic. So it's not you, but the workers.
I'm just curious, instead of taking it somewhere else and you're the mechanic, you didn't see it.
I don't do inspections.
Pardon?
I don't do inspections.
I understand. But the thing is, why didn't you come back here?
Because I don't deal with liars. Well, you get one shot with me. I run a company also. You get one shot. Why would I bring it back here and argue with you about a rack not leaking when you said it was leaking? When I looked at her and we got in the car, I was like, wait a minute. I even checked in the parking lot. I was like, wait a minute. I even looked under the. Yeah. And I checked everything before I came. Before I take a car for inspection, I check everything to make sure I might miss something. But that especially power steering fluid, especially she lived way over Darbytown Road. And it won't. And she drove because I said, "You ever had a problem with your still?" No, not at all. Yes, sir. And she brought it to me before she brought it here because I dropped her off here. And she's on a hill, white concrete hill, and it didn't leak any fluid.
Like I said,
Honesty is everything. That's my thing is honesty. Integrity is everything. I look at your reviews, and your reviews ain't good.
What's that?
Your reviews online aren't good. Everybody's saying you overcharge, not overcharging, but telling people they need stuff they don't
I don't have
need.
to sell a power steering rack.
Hey, I get it.
I don't have to sell that.
I know you don't. I was gonna put it on. It's $100. It's $900. I get it. It's $900. But the part's only $100 some dollars. It's a labor. I get that. But it didn't need it. That's the problem. What if she had paid it?
So the thing about it is, if you needed a power steering rack and you put it on, who's going to do the alignment?
I took it over Southside, Sparks Auto.
Okay.
Yeah, they did my alignments. They do alignments on cars for $52 for the alignments. $52 all day.
$52.
Yes, sir. I actually did my truck. You can look them up. $89 for trucks. I got my Yukon done with them. In and out the door.
Charge $89.95. That's what most people.
I understand. I don't have to lie about the prices. Look it up. Sparks Auto right beside Channel 12. $52 for front end alignment. Not all four wheels, just front end.
Well, all I can tell you was what I was told.
Well, you told me what you was told. But somebody lying. The car don't need a rack opinion.
And I can't make that decision because I'm not a state inspector.
I get that, but I'm just saying I'm going to go and go to work, but the car don't need a rack on it. But you won't get no more business from me. Nobody else I know you will. Have a good day. Excuse me? How you doing, sir? Yeah, she was told she needed a rack opinion. Before I brought her here, I checked all the fluids. I live right around the corner. And it wasn't leaking. She took it somewhere else. It passed. She said, what about the rack? She said, what about the rack? There's nothing wrong with
Were you
it.
the one looking at the other day?
Yes, sir. Because I work on the cars.
You saw it then?
No, I didn't. The car was dry, sir. You would tell me what I saw.
Yeah, because I saw you look.
Yeah, I looked to see. I even went under the car to see where I was leaking at. This is the thing. Be honest. Don't lie. Don't try to rip customers. Sir, it wasn't empty. Sir, I filled it up. I checked all the fluids right in the corner. Yeah, I know it. Liars, man. Y'all can tell one lie to the next. So you can put a quart of fluid in and don't charge them for it. And when you're a shop, you got to pay for fluid. So you chopped it off for free. Oh, come on, man. Have a good day. You won't get, I promise you, I'll have you shut down.